How to motivate productivity. Spoiler alert, it's not about babysitting people. Today we're diving into a topic that too many leaders get wrong, motivating productivity. Now hint, it's not about babysitting your team. Let's dive into this topic today. Welcome to Startup Hack. I'm Spencer Thomason, and here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps, as well as to build custom software solutions. I do have a lot of work as a fractional CTO. With over a decade of executive leadership and a solid 25 years in software development, I've mastered the art of transforming technology, teams, and products. Now, first things first, if you're thinking monitoring your team like Big Brother is the key to productivity, you're gonna already lose the game. Adam Grant summed it up perfectly. Raising productivity is not about monitoring people, it's about motivating them. Studies prove that surveillance not only fails to improve performance, but actually increases stress and distrust. In my 25 years, I've learned that trust trumps tracking every time. If you want to kill morale, slap a monitoring tool on every computer screen. Now, want to motivate your team? Give them purpose. Don't just toss a to-do list their way and expect miracles. Let them know why what you're doing matters and how it impacts the company and how their contributions play a part in the bigger picture. When people feel connected to the mission, they're more likely to take ownership and produce quality work. A sense of purpose can skyrocket productivity more than any micromanaging tool will ever do. Now, autonomy is where the magic happens. People thrive when they feel in control of their work. If you're always standing over your team's shoulder asking for constant updates, you're wasting your time and theirs. Give your team the freedom to make decisions, experiment, and even fail, because sometimes failure breeds the best lessons. Want to see people flourish? Let them own their own tasks. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't be involved, because you can bring valuable insight and help to connect people and the team. And that leads to my next point. Communication is key, but not the way you think. It's not about endless Slack messages or marathon meetings. It's about clear, concise, and meaningful interactions. As a leader, your job is to set expectations, provide guidance when necessary, then get out of the way. The best teams are the ones that can communicate with purpose and don't need you holding their hands every step of the way. Knowing your team well enough to help them connect if they get stuck and to be available for them when they need your help. Now, if your team has systems that aren't connected, reach out to us because we'd love to help. Here at Startup Hack, our specialty is connecting systems to help your company work like a well-oiled machine. So check out startuphack.com/Spencer because we can help out. All right, let's talk about feedback. It's critical to productivity, but it has to be timely and actionable. It's not about having a once a year, well, how are you doing meeting. Giving feedback is a real time, whether it's praise for a job well done or constructive criticism to critique improvement. And remember, feedback is a two-way street. Encourage your team to tell you what's working for them and what isn't. Open dialogue fosters trust, and trust is foundation for productivity. Now, speaking of trust, if you don't trust your team, then why'd you hire them? People know when you're questioning their abilities, and nothing demonstrates that faster. Trust your hires to do the job you brought them in for, and don't hover. You hired them for a reason, right? Trust your people and watch how productivity naturally increases when you don't feel like they have to prove themselves every 5 minutes. So let's dig into rewards. I'm not talking about pizza parties or gift cards. I'm talking about real, meaningful recognition. When people feel seen and appreciated for their hard work, they'll keep delivering. Recognition should be genuine, specific, and timely. Celebrate the wins, big or small, and you'll be amazed how much harder people are willing to work when they feel valued. Now, the environment matters. Create a workspace that promotes productivity. Whether your team is remote or in-house, the space they work in plays a huge role in how effective they can be. Give them the tools and flexibility to set up their environment in a way that suits them. And yes, that might mean letting them work from home in their pajamas sometimes. Remember, here at Startup Hack, we specialize in helping companies connect their systems so that they can run smoothly. Check out startuphack.com/Spencer and you can see how we can help you out. Now, productivity isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. One of the most overlooked ways to drive productivity is by streamlining processes. Are your systems helping your team work efficiently, or are they adding unnecessary steps? Automate repetitive tasks, consolidate your tools, and eliminate bottlenecks. No one wants to waste time jumping between 5 different apps just to complete a simple task. Clear the roadblocks and watch your team zoom ahead. Now, empower your team to set their own goals. Sure, company objectives matter, but people work harder when they got their personal skin in the game. When your team sets their own goals, they become more invested in reaching them. The more you empower them to take charge of their own productivity, the more ownership they'll feel, and trust me, that's where the magic happens. So, consistency is king. You can't expect your team to hit home runs every day, but if you foster a culture of consistent effort and improvement, you'll see long-term gains. Productivity isn't about sprints, it's a marathon. Keep your team engaged, provide regular check-ins, and make sure they know how that slow, steady progress is just as valuable as occasional grand slams. Now, finally, motivation isn't just about the work, it's about the people. Know your people. people, understand their motivations, and tap into their personal drivers. Some people thrive on challenges, others need a sense of accomplishment, and some just want to be part of a winning team. When you figure out what makes each person tick, you'll unlock a level of productivity that no amount of babysitting could ever achieve. Now, remember, we'd love to help companies like yours optimize their systems to maximize productivity. So check out starterpack.com/Spencer, and we'd love to help you get started. So what are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I love having a great discussion. So make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment down below. Here at Starter Pack, we love to train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps, as well as to build custom software solutions for companies. So reach out because we'd love to help. Hit the links down below or check out starterpack.com today.